So, you still want to throw that snowball? I didn't think so.
So Netflix threw its hat into the original animated movie ring with its new flick Klaus. This was something with a lot of hype behind it, especially since it was more in a 2D traditional animation style. But it did also bring a little bit of fear considering the fact that it looked really nice, but there was a chance the story couldn't hold up. Honestly, I think you could put those fears to rest because they basically gave us an early Christmas dinner here.
Finally, some good fucking food.
Now, I'm usually not one for watching Christmas movies before December, but I made an exception here because this has so much hype behind it, and honestly, I'm glad I did. A thing that caught me off guard a bit was all the talent working on this project. People like Sergio Pablos, who wrote the first Despicable Me. Yeah, that Despicable Me. But he's a major vet in the industry, so he knows what he's doing. He's not like he was part of Illumination when they were doing their more mediocre stuff. Our story focuses on Jesper, who's pretty much a spoiled brat throughout all of his life. He got into a postal academy, I don't know why that's a thing either, all through his dad being basically the big head honcho of it. His dad is fed up with him leading the easy life and forces him to set up a post office in a sort of bumpkin town called Smearenburg and have 6,000 letters delivered, otherwise he's completely cut off from his family's fortune. There he finds out the people are not so friendly and have a generational feud between one clan called the Ellenbows and the other called the Crumbs that's driven many other postmen before him to flee. Jesper finds delivering letters more difficult with everyone hating each other, but soon ends up coming across a woodsman named Klaus who has a house full of toys. He ends up devising a plan that can get him out of the town by having the kids of the town write letters asking for toys and him and Klaus deliver them. So right off the bat, you know this is basically just the origin story of Santa Claus, but with clear creative liberties. That was something I felt would be a bit off-putting, but damn it, it's so very charming. It's a film that wanted to put a very heartfelt spin on the Santa mythos. It used the letters to Santa aspect and decided to put that into the origin. That's taking what you have and doing more than needed, and they do that flawlessly. The characters help elevate the story by all having nice, pleasant, and even funny quirks to them. Jasper is that smooth-talking trust fund baby who clearly rather be spending his time slacking off. He's sorta like Cusco from Emperor's New Groove with his spoiled rich kid shtick. You already know the lesson they're gonna teach with him about finding purpose and thinking about others, but they do it here with a perfectly nice bow that it'd be wrong to even try to get mad at it. Now, they sorta do liar revealed here, but it's not in a way that destroys pacing. In fact, you could look at it as a time to breathe since everything is kept on moving as it goes. It's pretty well paced. Klaus serves Santa because, let's face it, it's Santa. He's made a recluse here with a backstory that will definitely tug at your heartstrings. It even plays to how the Santa mythos goes, including with the use of Mrs. Claus, which I will honestly not spoil at all. The rest of the townsfolk bring a good chunk of the charm and humor with how much they fight each other. Now, you would think their feud would be solved in a trope-like manner of them not knowing why they're fighting in the first place and then getting along by the end. I won't give it away, but I truly like the way they handle it here. I really like how the heads of the clan play off each other with how they butt heads, especially the way the head lady of the Crumbs is. All the characters are well executed and just help embody that Christmas feeling. The way the story unfolds is in a way that feels like a breath of fresh air. It has similar elements to other stories, but it puts its own brand in the mix. Now, the big talk for this movie was the fact that it's animated in a more traditional frame-by-frame 2D style, and that holds a lot of weight here. This movie's visuals are downright breathtaking with how smooth, colorful, and vibrant they are. The style is reminiscent of that old Disney's 2000 style from like Treasure Planet and Atlantis. The lighting from this movie is made to look more realistic. Usually the computer finds some good lighting, but this is done in a way where it hits objects in a way that's more in tune with how the sun would actually look. It's just so beautiful to look at, and as you watch you just see nice little details to everything on screen. It's just kind of a nice way for them to do traditional 2D style while mixing in more newer techniques with computers. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this movie getting an Oscar, and I'm gonna be real, I'm pretty skeptical, mainly because it is a Christmas movie. Can you name any animated Christmas movie that got an Oscar, let alone a nomination for Best Animated Picture? Polar Express only got nominated for technicals like sound, not the best animated category, so I do find it pretty difficult to get it in any proper recognition from the Academy. But that doesn't mean it's not great and probably the best animated movie of the year. So this is definitely a movie you should check out. 1, because it'll put you in the Christmas spirit. 2, because of the outstanding animation. And 3, because of all the charming characters and story. It is a definite must-watch for animation fans and Christmas fans. So I definitely say check it out.